Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you're old here, thank you very much for showing up, and if you're new here, you're welcome to Toonz YouTube channel. Last time we dealt with creating a simple flyer with Microsoft PowerPoint application, and I quite remember we used Aliko Dangote's picture to just create a simple one by using only a picture and a shape, coupled with text, to be specific, word art, to create a simple flyer, and everything was successful with that. And today we are going to create a simple flyer. This one is not all that simple. We are just going to merge gradients, and we are going to use shapes and other word art to just form a simple flyer. So without wasting much time, I will just launch Microsoft PowerPoint application. So PowerPoint, and indeed I'm using PowerPoint 2013 as the minimum requirement of whatever we are doing over here. So I'll choose blank presentation, and afterwards I'll just get rid of the placeholders or the text box. So I'll select or drag over the text box, and I'll press the delete key. After that, I have to set my size, and in this regard I'm actually going to the design tab, and after that I'll just browse to the customize group and choose slide size. I'll choose custom slide size, and I'll set the height to 7 inches and the width to also 7 inches. The reason why I like choosing 7 inches is that maybe you could use that as your profile picture, looking at the requirements that we need for you to set your profile on the various social media platforms. So we'll start by inserting our image. It will be the first thing to do tonight, and I downloaded nylon American flag from Google. So after inserting it, I'll just drag it on top, and once I'm done, I'm just going to insert a shape, and that shape is probably a rectangle. And after choosing the rectangle, I'll drag it over this slide. After that, I'll right click on the shape, choose format shape, and in the fill option I'll just choose gradient fill. And as for the gradient fill, I'm just going to get rid of 2 stops. The stops determine the number of colors that you are going to mix in respect to their position. So their position will also determine how the various colors will also display on a certain gradient fill. So I'll just get rid of the stops in the middle, and I'll just consider one from the top and one from the end. And in this regard, we are just celebrating Independence Day in America, so our color tonight is going to be blue, and I'm going to get rid of the outline for the beauty of the work, and I will choose a blue color. So I'll start from this side, and I'll choose a blue color, and I'll also choose a blue color over here, and I'll just focus on the first stop. Under the gradient stops option, or under the gradients option, I will just set the transparency to let me try 100%, and drag the last stop forward in order to cover some part of the picture. So after that, let me decrease the transparency of the picture, the image. So after all, I have the US color. I'm blending with this particular shape. So it is just creating something like in Photoshop you have something called a Gaussian blur. So this has a similarities with that particular Gaussian blur. And after that, I'm just actually going to insert or use where that for that particular date. And the Independence Day for America is 4th of July. Every 4th of July, the great nation of America celebrates their Independence Day. So I'll just type 4th and I'll set the color to white, and automatically it comes with a shadow, so I'll get rid of the shadow as it has already been done. I'll just drag it on top. I'll just select anywhere in the text. I'll just press Ctrl+A. I go to the home tab and just choose a different font over here. And this time around I need to get a stylish font in order to beautify my work, and I'll just increase the size of text by pressing the Ctrl plus the close square bracket. So I'll drag it on top and I'll copy and paste this particular text. I'll just highlight, I just select anywhere in the text and press Ctrl+A. I'll just type July. I think I need to get the text very well with the type of font I'm using, and in this case let me change it to As Velasca. You can download it online. It's very free. As Velasca is free. It's free font. You can download it online. And in order to blend our color with the US flag, American flag, we can also do something little over here by selecting the last gradient stop, and we go to color and eyedrop. The eyedrop option enables you to select any color that you wish to maybe copy from elsewhere. So depending on where, but you need to insert that particular object in PowerPoint before the eyedrop will be able to capture the color. So I'll choose eyedrop, and you see it is getting the color of my of my taste over here. And we are just going to do the same thing here. And I quite remember the transparency, we didn't exactly choose 100, but I just reduce it small. And after that, once we are done, we are just going to indicate that 4th July is an Independence Day for the great nation of America. So I'll just insert another where that, and I will actually choose a font, but I need to get rid of the shadow as we do always, and I'll choose Engravers. You can download this font, but you could also use different fonts to try if you don't have that particular time to download the font from the internet. So you could use maybe Braille New or the default fonts, maybe Times New Roman, to try out whatever we're gonna do here. So we are just going to use Engravers Gothic. So once we are done, we type Independence Day. You reduce it by pressing Ctrl+A and Ctrl plus the open squared bracket. And in this regard, we are going to change the color for a correct view by choosing white from the text fill option. And after that, we are going to insert a shape, and that shape will enable us to maybe differentiate the text above from the text beneath. So we are just going to get rid of the fill, so no fill, and we set the outline to white. So we will just adjust the size of the shape in order to suit our design. So once we are done, then we are actually going to set the date for that particular celebration. And actually we're going to set a date, and that particular date is Thursday 4th July. So we are just going to first insert a shape that is a rectangular shape, but this one would be a small one. And we are going to set a color, but this time around we are just celebrating the independence of the great nation of America. So we are just going to highlight that we are just going to use the eyedropper tool to just exactly copy the color of the American flag. That's why we've done with the dark blue. So we are just going to do with this color too. And once we are done, remove the outline of the shape, and we are just going to set the date, and we just copy this particular text. And maybe if you are not aware of the kind of maybe you are not using text box over here, but you might think that we use text box in all our dealings, but it's where that, because where that makes our editings and design simple. So we're just going to indicate that it's Thursday 4th of July. Then reduce the font, and let's say we are just going to bolden it, and we'll just position this well, but still we need some little adjustment, so we're just going to reduce the text a bit. And once we are done, we are almost having our flyer for the Independence Day. Although today is not the Independence Day of America, but we are still just celebrating the great nation of America. Okay, so we are just going to proceed by indicating the time that we are just going to celebrate. So we have some rules over here, and we are just going to start celebrating at 6 p.m. free entry. There is no rate, free entry. And finally we are just going to, let's ignore this. Okay, so once we are done, we are just going to maybe put some small website over here. In that particular website, www.usa.com. Once we are done, we have our simple flyer, and it was made with Microsoft PowerPoint application. And you could save this and post it on all your social media platforms. So let me save it by clicking on File, Save As. I'll just browse to a desired location, and once I'm done, I'll choose JPEG. I'll choose Independence Day. I'm done. So don't forget to subscribe to this particular channel. Click on the bell icon or hit the like button that will show up on the channel. Thank you very much for following us, and I'll meet you in the next video. Goodbye.